Who is it? Neil Armstrong? We should probably ask him if we can have
It was Lance Armstrong. Or was that
Wait, no, that's a cyclist.
I'm never gonna know.
Yeah.
It's Neil. Can we have some like word association with Neil? Moon, Neil, Lance is bike related. Nothing works.
I'll tell you why. Lance. It's like it's a big pee-pee, right?
Okay.
Yeah? You got to remember he's got a big lance but no balls.
Okay.
Or one ball.
That could work.
Yeah?
That could work.
That's the best I got.
Neil, what about spiel? As in like...
Oh, yeah. It's a yarn.
It's a yarn. Neil the spiel.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Spiel Neil.
Yeah.
Spiel
got
Neil
it.
Armstrong.
Okay, we legit cannot get this wrong again.
Yeah.
So
Spiel Neil. I'm never going to forget that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is yeah, I feel very connected to this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You going to tell me more?
Well, I mean, if you want to know, this is actually my pet rock. Yeah. This is a pet rock that I've had for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever told you about this.
No.
This is actually this is a close friend of mine.
All right.
I don't know if you guys know. Well, maybe you know by now by our weird accents, but we are from New Zealand.
Yes.
Filming in New Zealand.
Yes. Are we though? Or are we in space?
We're in the part of space directly above New Zealand.
That's right.
That's correct.
We basically operate in that little area of the ozone layer that's burnt out.
Yeah, that
And
was
we kind
actually
of just
us.
circle. Yeah. When our UFO went through, that's obviously
Yeah.
our bad global warming. You know, whatever. Continue.
But we did grow up in New Zealand, so I
That's
think one thing that we've both thought for a while is that if we were in America, like an American can get rich so much easier than somebody from New Zealand. Would you agree with that?
Yes and no. I don't know.
Yes and no?
That's a tough one. They have 350 million people, and we have 4.
We have 4 million.
So yes, we're more competitive, but
Yeah.
they're more competitive on a grander scale.
That's true.
So even though we know so many people that easily did get famous in America,
Yes.
it's comparative to 350 million that are probably not famous.
Yeah, that's right.
So
There's
maybe
more
it is
not
easier to
famous.
get famous in New Zealand, is my point.
Because of less competition?
Overall, yeah, there's less competition, no?
Yes. But I think maybe more competition
By population.
drives people harder to become better on a global scale.
Facts.
Yeah?
I think America's like leading in that, really.
Anyway, this rock here,
Yeah.
I actually bought this online.
Okay.
Yeah. Gail, maybe you can bring up the first link that I sent you. This is thepetrock.com. For only $19.95, you can buy a pet rock just like mine. Comes in a cardboard box. Also with some cardboard shavings that make a nest.
Is this a sponsor I'm unaware of?
No, we're actually selling these on our website that we're currently building. So if you want your own Space Invaders branded pet rock, just going to have to wait a couple of months, and you will be one of the first people to have one of these pet rocks. And you're probably wondering how all this is connected. What I'm telling you here is there is somebody out here that created a business where they sold rocks for basically no upfront cost. They're selling them at $19.95. And this business, I'll have you know, made $15 million in the first 6 months. Yes. 15 million. Selling to US people.
My...
What do you think?
I think I agree with your original statement.
So, the reason that I'm talking to you about this is because...
okay, yeah, continue.
No, if you want to say something, I
Well,
got you.
we were talking just now about
Yes.
if it's easy to get famous. This is a separate thing. This
Yeah.
is can you start a business and will people buy dumb shit in America more likely than New Zealand? That would be a massive yes.
Yeah, man, big time. Like, I completely agree with you because if you came up with this in New Zealand, most people, just like in the US, would think that this is the dumbest, stupidest shit they've ever seen. But that like 0.5% of people would be like, oh, that's great. I can't have a pet in my rental, and my kid wants a pet, but like we really can't look after it because we're going away all the time. Let's just get my kid a pet rock. And
I think it's just it's like those products that just sell because they're funny. like they did I think was it cakes that just it was something that they would send to someone and it was just dick shaped, or it said you're a dick or something, or it was like a card or something, and it's just nothing. It's like if you send someone a pet rock, like,
yes, like a prank gift.
here you go, you lonely like,
Oh yeah,
you're like Secret Santa.
Yes,
This is the Secret Santa ultimate present, is it not?
I guess so. Or the ultimate like prank gift, like stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one step better than getting coal in your Christmas stocking.
I think if you were at a like an office Christmas party,
Yeah.
and everyone's got a Secret Santa, and
Yes.
someone's like, a fucking rock? But it's come in this amazing packaging, and it's like, what the... Yeah, it's perfect. It's
Definitely
like
the packaging
pointless
makes it, right?
Yeah, and it's under $20, which is the rules for a Secret Santa. It's almost perfect for it.
Very true.
That's the market I would consider advertising towards.
Well, they obviously got something right. Like I said, 15 million in the
That's-
first 6 months.
That's actually nuts.
Yeah.
That's actually nuts. What are we doing? Why aren't we selling rocks?
Well, like I said, coming soon. But ours are from the moon. They're moon
rocks.
That's right.
This is brilliant.
So, speaking of moon rocks, I
Yeah.
actually have something else to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
A colleague of mine recently made me aware that just like how you bought a piece of land in Scotland, which now makes you Lord Trotsky,
That's right.
you can also buy a piece of the moon. Not just a rock, but an actual piece of land on the moon. Okay?
Can you though?
Right? That's the big question. Can you really buy it? Maybe, Gail, if you can just pull up that second link. This is called the Lunar Embassy. Out here on this site, you can buy...
I've heard about this.
Yeah, you can buy pieces of pretty much, I guess, most of the planets. And you can become a landowner. Because, you know, obviously it's pretty expensive on Earth.
Do you think this is go legal? Go into legal? That's where my questions were going.
Yeah.
Is one of the frequently asked questions, how do I know buying property on the moon is not a fraud, is number one.
Yeah.
That's the first question. So I'm not weird for having trust issues. It's the number one most asked question there.
It's funny you say that because that was the first thing I thought as well. I was like, wait. You can't tell me that somebody actually, like, who am I paying the money to?
Yeah. So what is the legal basis for selling extraterrestrial properties is probably the one we want to click on. Do you want to
Let's
press
check
on
that
that
out.
one for me?
Check
Second
that
down. Fantastic. That's too much to read, isn't it?
So they
See,
obviously did this on
at
purpose.
this point, do you just close it and click buy?
Yeah, I guess you would. Yeah, you would.
It's just like, you do not own shit. We know you're not going to read this.
So I did a bit of research because
All I just saw, obviously he was at first taken for a crackpot until 3 supervisors, 2 floors, and 5 hours later, the main supervisor accepted and registered his claim. Okay, I just saw that popped out at me.
I didn't actually look at that, but I did start researching like this company, and I was like, how could they possibly be legally selling bits of, you know, planets in the moon? And I came across that video that I sent you, Gail. It's timestamped, so we'll be able to see the best bit. It's a guy called, I think it's like Chris something, I forget his name.
Who is he?
He is the owner of this site. And he's done like a bit of an interview, and I guess people are asking him the same question we're asking, which is, how could you be actually selling pieces of the moon. I think that you're going to enjoy the story.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's bring that up. Yeah, I've seen many things like this where they're trying to sell shit in space, like stars and like all this stuff. You could name a star or like,
Yes.
you know, buy someone a star or something. And I'm
Yes.
just like,
Wait, you're selling me a star? Why am I
Yeah.
not selling you a goddamn
yeah,
star?
what is this about?
Yeah.
I just own the star without you. Like, you don't own the legal property, so
I'll make my own certificate.
that's my star.
Here we go. Let's go.
In the United States of America, I found Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Lamar, and I'm on the east coast of the United States, and I am the president of the Lunar Embassy.
It may sound like
President.
a joke, but he's not joking. Because Chris and his dad have been selling properties on the moon for over 41 years.
Oh my god.
I'm an extraterrestrial property owner, so yes, I'm the man you turn to buy property on the moon.
Many years ago, Chris's dad wanted to own real estate, but real estate on planet Earth was way too expensive. That's why one night, when he looked up at the sky, he saw much more than just the moon. He saw a real estate opportunity.
Saw dollar signs if you ask me.
You remembered a political science course from college that he had taken where they studied the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, a UN resolution that was signed by almost every country in the world, stating that no governmental entity or sovereign entity has any authority, ownership rights, or jurisdiction over any of the celestial bodies within our solar system. But it made no mention of individuals.
So he wrote a letter to the United Nations, declaring that the moon was his. And since nobody ever got back to him, well, he assumed he got approval and he started selling it.
Pause that there,
Okay.
my guy. So, basically
Well-
exactly what you expected.
I claim Mars, so sorry, Elon.
So, this is what I reckon we should do. We should figure out the names of pretty much like any planet. Like we'll just go as far as we need to, and we'll just write to the
Outside
UN.
of this guy's
Yeah.
location of sales.
As far as he goes is Pluto.
His
okay? So anything like Alpha Centauri and beyond, we could probably write to the UN and say, "Yo, anyone own this one? Anyone own this one?"
I only want one.
Yeah,
Let's get one.
but a cool one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like picking a crypto.
Why don't we? I've got a yeah. Let's get a cool. Let's get a cool planet, and if you guys want to buy some land, just sign up to the.
Wait, you never know. We could be offering these.
Yeah, this is very possible. We're in the business of selling planets now. This is so basically this guy's just been ignored completely, and he's taken that as an approval but that's not. I don't know if he knows that's not how things work.
Yeah, I don't know. What do
the
you
moon
think
is
about
mine.
that? What do you think? If you don't get approval, does that mean that you actually now own it and can sell it?
Absolutely not. No, because they're the all
Wait.
those rules are meant to be. My vocabulary is just shocking tonight, but all those rules have to be enforced by someone.
Yes.
And if that enforcer doesn't get back to you, giving you permission to actually,
Right. But that raises the question: does our earthly, governing body actually have any jurisdiction over who owns a celestial body? See, why does the UN have to give you sign off on owning something outside off the planet Earth?
well, they've been there.
Where? The moon?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, that one's up for debate, right?
That one is up for debate. It is.
That's not a closed case, that one.
It's not. But they say they have, and they're going to lie to the entire country. If it is a lie,
Yeah.
they are going to stick with that lie that they've been there.
That's true.
So, in that sense, it's like, it's actually better than what they did to get America, because no one was living on the moon when they claimed it.
True. No one had to die for this guy to own the moon.
Exactly. So, colonizing a moon is actually better than the things they've done on Earth. So
Yes.
we've already claimed this celestial body that we live on and the land, and we sell the land all the time. So, and the only people that could sell it was the people that went there. So if anything,
Yes.
I would think that you'd have to be on the land
Yeah.
to sell the land.
Who is it? Neil Armstrong? We should probably ask him if we can have
It was Lance Armstrong, or was that
Wait,
the?
no, that's a cyclist.
I'm never gonna know.
Yeah.
It's Neil. Can we have some like word association with Neil? Moon, Neil, Lance is bike related. Nothing
no, I'll
works.
tell you why. Lance. It's like it's a big pee-pee, right?
Okay,
Yeah. You got to remember he's got a big lance but no balls.
Okay.
Or one ball.
that could work.
Yeah.
That could work.
That's the best I got.
Neil, what about Spiel? As in like,
Oh yeah, it's a yarn.
it's a yarn. Neil the Spiel.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Spiel Neil.
Yeah.
Spiel
I got
Neil
it.
Armstrong.
Okay, we legit cannot get this wrong again.
Yeah.
So 'cause
Spiel
we got-
Neil. I'm never gonna forget that.
Yes.
Fantastic. Hashtag Spiel Neil.
So
Okay.
with the with this moon thing, I was gonna ask you, considering you've got some experience in real estate, what is actually the deal with land? How does somebody get to be the original owner of land? Because once people came to New Zealand, right, it's just all this land, nobody owns it. The Maori never believed that land is something you could own.
The only thing that why anything matters in this world is because two people signed a paper agreeing to it, and they honor that. And I think it's the only reason why anything works in the world is because if you dishonor that contract, there's people that will enforce that.
I see.
That's basically what the government does. They do a whole bunch of extra ass shit we don't need them to do, but waste all our money. But the main thing is just if we write a contract,
Yes.
saying this rock that we found
Yes.
on the
Actually,
moon
purchased.
Yes.
Oh right.
For the sake of this rock.
For your example, yes.
We found this rock on the moon. No one owns the rock. Okay. And we agree that the rock is worth $5. I purchase it for $5. I now have a rock. If that is a verbal purchase, it doesn't necessarily stand.
Right.
Unless we're the only two people that agree. That's why you have court cases like Amber and Johnny Depp, where it's just like he said, she said.
Yes.
And there's a lot of cases like that. But the main way to solve it is let's write on a piece of paper that we agree, and then one of us will go to jail if we break this contract, basically, and someone will make sure that happens.
I see. So I'm guessing then when Captain Cook first came to New Zealand,
Was that the guy who did it?
I believe so.
Is it?
Or was it Abel Tasman? I don't know. I don't.
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah. Gail? Abel? Okay, yeah. Abel first came.
Okay, so Captain Cook was the
colonized.
motherfucker.
Yes.
Okay, the motherfucker.
So he came in. He would have established some sort of government.
He traded.
Yes.
He traded like he does in every other country. He went there, said, "Here's weapons, and how about land?"
Oh yes. No, I mean like once he set up like some sort of governing body for all of the people who came over from the UK, from the United Kingdom, and then set up like a government and maybe like some sort of council where he was at. Do you think that there was people just rushing up to the council with like some sort of letter saying, "I want Coromandel, like I want from here to here, and the Coromandel is now mine. I want to purchase it off you for $1."
Yeah, probably. I imagine so. Yeah, I think a lot of these people would just go to different countries and start selling it off. And it's like if you disagree with the people that are living there, then probably just wipe them out.
Off with your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's no governing body at the time. They are the government or whoever they want to be. Right?
Yes.
So I think that's why it can't really happen today. You can't just go and take someone's land, but they definitely did that.
What we could probably research, I'm sure that we're going to get negative results here, but we should look into whether there is any unclaimed land in New Zealand.
Or just, there's definitely not in New Zealand.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think really anywhere.
Right.
But I would say let's try, is there any unclaimed land Earth?
Yeah. We might be...
The first one that came up
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I feel like I did do this search a while ago because I've been trying to like move to an island and not pay tax my entire life. So
Right. Okay.
I'm not really interested in a government.
What do we got, Gail? Argentina, Australia, Chile, France, New Zealand, Norway, and the UK by then made unrecognized?
Unrecognized claims by 1.6 million square kilometers of West Antarctica, known as Mary Bird Land, roughly 1/10 of the whole continent, had not been claimed by any country. It remains the only unclaimed land on Earth.
Ah.
I thought that said West Africa.
That is the... I saw that somewhere else. Or did I say West Africa? It's possible that I said that. I think I did. I did not say Antarctica.
I think this is going in your head now as well as mine.
Yeah, I think it's your fault, totally. Did you say it? Did someone say Africa?
No, it says West Antarctica.
I know, but we both think we said Africa. Okay,
right.
whatever. It's relevant.
So
I figured that if there was going to be anywhere, it'd be there. Because any island is like...
yeah. Coastline? No,
Not a chance,
yeah,
dog.
Yeah, get out of here, bro.
Melting
Sea view?
melting ice cube?
Yeah.
All yours, buddy.
Yours, bud, yeah. What if we just roll up with like, you know, a big like
Antarctica's-
industrial heater and
It's-
just start melting the ice and then just put a house there?
Hear me out. Is Antarctica the only place in the world where land loses value? Because it's shrinking.
True. Is there even any land? Oh, there must be if it says it there, right? It can't just be a glacier. Must be some actual land there.
I know nothing about Antarctica, to be honest. Can we find that one out? Has Antarctica got any solid...
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? You
Yes.
know? Who's keeping this shit show together? You know?
Yeah.
Is it just frozen over or is it just ice?
It's a good question. I have no idea. All right, so obviously Earth is, you know, well claimed by this point. We're going to have to look elsewhere.
It is unfortunate, to be fair.
But we'll keep you guys updated, and then each of our Patreons is going to get a piece of land of whatever planet we get.
I've got several questions for you.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Pentaverate?
I have seen an episode of the Pentaverate.
Okay, do you want to talk about that one episode?
What
do you think?
I can't watch it.
Really?
Can't do it.
Why not?
It's just, it falls too far into the like
Woke
scary
section?
movie, like Austin Powers style of film,
Oh,
where
bro.
the jokes are bad, and I just can't handle it.
Yeah, it is a bit rough.
Mm.
Did you watch it, Gal?
No, but that's probably the one reason why I couldn't from the trailer either. Yeah.
May I remind you dressed up as Austin Powers for Halloween.
Yes, I did. I did do that. I did.
But so what? You can't. I reckon you should at least try episode 2 because I think it does get better. Because I was struggling a bit at first.
Yeah.
Once the storyline starts coming together a little bit, I kind of ignored all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to follow the writing, because there's a lot of characters in there for sure that are like absolutely just difficult to even look at on screen.
Yes.
I recommend going on TikTok during those moments.
Okay. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, there's a new TV show by, what's his name? Mike Myers, called The Pentaverate on Netflix in New Zealand, probably everywhere else as well. And it is, I'm not going to say too much, but it, you know, has something to do with the Illuminati, all this other stuff. But it is essentially one of these shows where it doesn't take itself seriously. It makes a lot of like kind of corny jokes, but it does have a deeper meaning.
It's very corny and can be cringe at times for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the jokes don't land as well as they did when he was a younger man, obviously.
Yeah, no.
You know, he's still got the same jokes kind of, but
Yes.
there's a lot of new shit in there.
Yeah.
And some of it, well, the storyline and the ending is fantastic. Like once you've like watched it, you're like, I
Yes.
see. Yeah. Again, it's just like commentary on society, really. Which
That part,
which
that
I
was
love.
the only
I love.
redeeming part of it that I actually really liked. Was it? I liked the commentary of like of what's going on and stuff like that, and I liked the way they were kind of taking the mick out of making fun of what's going on in the world, but some of those jokes just didn't make it good watching.
Yeah. It's just for the commentary for me. That's why I wanted you to watch it as well. You know, on the comedy side, you know, it's got a 6 out of 10 maybe for me, but some of them were 10 out of 10 jokes. So
yes,
I'll give it a soft 7 maybe.
Okay.
But I appreciate Mike Myers now as a writer, as someone who can build multiple characters with like deeper meaning to them, regardless of their shit jokes.
Yes.
And really like get into the mind of an individual that he probably doesn't even know that well.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he doesn't actually.
Well, I mean, if you look at just the fight, like the Pentaverate people themselves, then that's they're all different characters, completely different backgrounds, and he seems to nail the characters pretty spot on.
I agree with that.
Which I have a lot of respect for, because that's crazy. There's 9 different characters that he plays in this show.
Yeah.
And each one of them is indistinguishable from the other.
Yes, or indistinguishable or distinguishable.
Distinguishable.
Yes, I agree with that. I reckon he nailed those characters, because it's like they don't seem like the same person, and the people that he chose to be part of the Pentaverate actually do seem to ring true. That's who you'd expect to be in that sort of secret organization, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And it basically goes deeper into that every episode, and you learn more about the individual characters and how this all formed, and there's a lot of commentary on that as well. But again, I won't say too much. I think you should give one more go, and then just if you can't get past episode 2, we'll forget about it. But I reckon give it one more. Moving on.
I pledge to give it one more try.
No, but I totally get you, dude. I did struggle. But everything else was so much more value to me that I could put it behind me.
I see.
So yeah, I didn't actually notice it that much during the show. I was kind of just like, when I didn't want to watch something, I kind of just would play on my phone, and I do that in TV shows all the time.
Yes.
When there's like a cringe moment or parts of YouTube videos as well, I'm like, oh fuck me, I'm just like go on my phone.
Maybe the mistake I made was giving it my full attention.
I haven't done that in I don't know how long.
I see.
But you know, I did focus on the things that I was interested in watching it for. And I've watched it twice. I rewatched it last week, and I did tell you. And I've had some pretty good feedback from other people as well. So I think it's worth watching.
I give it one more go. But something I do want your full attention for, Trosk.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What do women want?
Oh no.
What do they want?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
I think we're getting pretty close, actually. I didn't expect such a good answer, actually. That's pretty good.
Well, just from musical history, I assume diamonds are what women want.
Yeah. They always, I mean, I don't think a girl's ever said, I don't want that diamond.
But the true answer is nobody fucking knows.
Nobody knows.
No one knows, not even women.
We've been trying to figure this out for as long as, humans have been sapiens, right? We've been trying to figure out the answer to this,
I think before that, bro.
Yeah, even probably before that.
I think the Neanderthals had such a struggle, and that was the main reason that they died out.
Some of them must have figured it out, right? Because
they weren't breeding enough, were they?
True.
Regardless if they got wiped out by homos. Homo sapiens.
Win for the homos. Sapiens.
Yeah. So I think they would have been better at breeding, maybe, or having larger numbers to attack. But that doesn't seem like to be the case. We saw this the other day. There's 4 other species of humans. Sorry, I'm going on a little tangent here. I saw it. Yeah. There's 4 other species of humans outside the Homo sapiens that all died out.
Yes.
Either because we cannibalized them or
they just died out because we were taking their
resources
and their
land
and their females
and their woman.
Yes,
potentially. Yeah.
So that's a win for the sapiens. Anyway, so
we were the most aggressive.
The answer to this question is elusive, but I believe that I found a shortcut to find the answer to this question.
God. Okay.
How did I find this shortcut, you ask? Well, you know much about sperm banks? You know anything about sperm banks there, Trosk?
I know that you can anonymously donate sperm and also anonymously receive sperm.
That's correct.
That's about as much as I know.
Well, not only can you do that, but you can also select, filter, be very discriminatory with the type of sperm that you choose for your for your potential fetus.
So I'm assuming that we now have statistics relating to exactly what a woman wants.
We sure do, my friend.
Wow. Hit it, Gail.
We sure do.
You're killing me, bro. This is brilliant.
Women
no!
who want sperm donors, what does the perfect donor look like? So, women
I don't know
without
if we should share this with people.
without the complication of meeting somebody and trying to figure out what they're all about, when they get to be in a controlled environment where nobody gets to see, what they choose, all of that sort of stuff, they get to pick exactly what they want, because obviously there's going to be lots of different.
Oh, well, you're a product of your environment and you're limited to it as well. So
That's
if
right.
George Clooney perhaps does not live in town.
Yeah.
And you are.
Or if you can't get George Clooney.
Well, breeding is more important than who you breed with over time.
How do you mean?
Like individually, people have been more interested in breeding
Yes.
than caring about who they breed with.
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay.
When it shouldn't actually
Be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should probably be more selective.
Yeah.
Guess you could say.
I mean, historically, I would say certain groups
Yes.
have decided that their own family should stay their family,
I see.
the royal family. Are they not all products of incest? Just a question.
Well, we'll explore that in the next episode. But
Okay, let's hit this.
let's have a look at this. So, for everyone who's listening, we've basically pulled up an article which is called "What Women Want in Sperm Donors. What does the perfect donor look like?" And it goes into the most selected for characteristics of the donor. And it is taken from a study of, I don't know, a few thousand women and the type of sperm donors that they choose to take sperm from. So in the article, I'm just going to read some of it just to give you guys an idea. First topic, George Clooney looks. Physical attributes are listed on most sperm donor descriptions. In fact, most sperm banks have basic requirements for the donors, including height. Those who are too short need not apply. Also unpopular is red hair. In general, women want to avoid short, red-haired offspring. Sorry to all our ginger fans out there.
Dude.
It appears that women largely prefer their donor to be about 6 feet tall. Well, we could have guessed that one. With blue or green eyes, either blonde or brown hair, with medium complexion. You can even get down to details like dimples, which are desirable according to sperm banks. If you're shopping for sperm,
Ladies.
you'll get to select from many of these traits,
Ladies.
but don't expect to get a picture. Most banks
Why
won't
not?
allow it in order to protect the donor's privacy.
All right. So, yeah, that's what I mentioned. I know that it's mostly anonymous, which is, fuck that. There's no way if I was a female, would put some random dude's sperm who regularly donates to sperm banks.
Yes.
I would definitely need to know what this motherfucker looks like.
Really? Well, I don't think you get to, because there's a big anonymity aspect of it.
But yeah, so they won't reveal exactly what he looks like, but
Yeah.
the reason they have these questions so that people can say, I want this and I don't want this and I don't want that. So naturally they just get fucking outed anyway.
Well, apparently they turn people down. Apparently they're like, sorry, mate, too short. See you later.
This is savage. And I've got a follow-up clip that I'd like us to watch
Okay.
post this. But okay, so
let's get through some more of this. Yeah.
Success and intelligence of Bill Gates. Obviously, he wasn't mentioned in the looks area.
Sorry,
Very
Bill.
important.
Yeah.
Okay, the likability of Matt Damon. Okay, so you need to be friendly. You need to be successful. Mm-hmm. You can't just be intelligent. You also have to be successful, and successful is another word for money.
Yes.
So success. You have to be smart. You have to be rich. You
And
have to
good
be
looking.
good looking and
Yeah.
I'm just likable.
So, what I'm seeing here is,
Is these the 4? Is there more than this?
let's see.
One more? A best friend.
Yeah. So interestingly, even though the father or the donor is not going to have any sort of role to play in the upbringing of the child, how much education and money and success he has is still a very important component to whether your sperm is going to get chosen or not. So what it ends up looking like is that the sperm donor game is just as cutthroat as the real game, even though you are donating sperm.
This is a representation, woman. Fuck off. Fuck off. This is statistics on what women want. And it's fucking good looks,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
It's got to be smart.
Yeah.
And got to be as likable as Matt Damon.
Well, there you go.
Wow. Okay, so let's flip it round.
Uh-huh.
You were to... I was going to try and say if you would like to donate.
Yes.
What would your idea... No.
My
What would you want if you were a woman? What would you want?
Well, it's funny because...
Okay, just think about your child here.
Yes.
Okay, don't think about what you would want in a woman or anything, but think about what you would want your child to be, because it's ultimately the decision that they're making, right?
Am I choosing a male donor or a female donor here? Like a uterus donor or a sperm donor?
I don't know which one's safer.
So let's say I'm infertile, right?
Yes.
And then me and my partner want to have a baby.
Okay.
When I was initially looking at this article, I was just thinking, like, man, like what? Like these ladies can't even get a real man, and they're just getting sperm, and they're asking for all of this crap. Like this is terrible. Like, but I thought
It
about
is a bit of a cheat code.
and I thought about that perspective, and I was like, well, actually, that's exactly the shit I'd want too. You know, for my own.
That is
kid.
my point.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Yeah.
Good looks, intelligence, successful, likability of Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want.
Why Matt Damon, right?
Fuck that guy. He's not even likable. This is the funniest part.
Yeah.
He's like known as just like a dick.
Matt Damon, like I've never thought about Matt Damon as being
got-
a super likable dude. Have you?
He's got Ari Gold energy.
Right. Yeah. He kind of does. Yeah.
He does, bro. Well, whenever he's in shows where he's playing himself, he's a real dick. So I don't know if he is actually like that in real life, or
Yeah.
if he's just playing that character. Because a lot of people do that. Oh,
So have you heard about this?
What, Our Father?
Yeah.
Is this on? Are we?
Well, we can. I mean, if anyone's interested,
Can I just show you one clip first?
Yeah, of course.
The Office, sperm donor, or sperm bank. I'll just write sperm. Should come up. Kevin. Yeah. So this is fucking good.
Yeah.
I've watched this clip over and over so many times. Okay, I'm hyping it up too much now.
So which office is this from? The UK one or US one?
US.
Okay.
Hey, Jan, you went to a sperm bank?
Yes, I did.
I donated sperm.
Oh.
Maybe I'm the father.
Well, this is a highly exclusive establishment.
Next to the IHOP?
Well, I paid for an ideal specimen.
Are you saying Kevin is not an ideal specimen?
This is a wonderful shower, everyone. Thank you.
I might have done it with Jan.
It's not Kevin's child. Can't possibly be. I mean, I don't know what I would do. Sue? Decide?
Yeah, that's funny. I chances are though that guy would probably be turned down.
Why?
Because there's like a physical fitness component as well.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And an education component. Like
Okay, so why don't we just, if it's acceptable in a sperm bank to do that, why is it not acceptable in society?
oh, it completely is. What do you mean?
I mean more like there are rules in a sperm bank that you definitely can't donate if you are.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know.
That's
I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying, if we were to, why do they get to do that?
Jeez, I don't even know where to start there, man. I don't know. That's a great question.
It's just, I'm curious, right?
Yeah, we'll leave it up to the audience. This one. That's a big question.
A person can go into a sperm bank and say they want that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really do that. I guess you could say it if you wanted to, but you'd be a dick. Yeah.
So I guess like the question for the audience here is, if you go to a sperm bank and, as a guy, and you're trying to donate, and let's say you have some, maybe some incest back in the family back in the day or something like that, or maybe you're a criminal, they're going to say, sorry, we're not going to take your sperm. And they're going to turn you away, and they're basically essentially going to say your sperm, your DNA will not reproduce, and it shouldn't, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And so the question
why do they
is,
have the right to say that shit?
Yeah, I guess the question is, why do we not have the same rules for individual citizens?
Why isn't it enforced by the government? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave that one up to you guys.
Go, let's check out our father.
Well, I think in the States, like, donors are only allowed to donate 3 sperm samples to prevent, the entire population being their kids and inbreeding.
Some Genghis Khan shit, right?
Yes, that's right. They got rules around that, which is a perfect segue into a pretty interesting and pretty weird Netflix show about a guy who was basically slanging his sperm, working at a sperm bank, and I guess fraudulently giving out his own sperm instead of the people who said that they were donating and the people that you thought you were buying sperm from.
No, I don't know if this is the same guy. So is this the doctor?
Yes.
The doctor? Okay, yeah. So I read about this guy a while ago, and I think we've actually discussed it. Let's watch the trailer.
It just came out too, so it's just funny that you guys talking about this and then this just dropped.
Yeah. No, I know. By the way, I've been avoiding watching this.
Oh.
Because even the name Our Father makes me want to throw the fuck up. So I haven't even seen the trailer,
that.
and I'm like, I am feeling like I'm going to gag. So
Let's
just a
check it
fair
out.
warning, puke warning.
Growing up, I felt different. I was 35 and I take a DNA test.
When I opened up Ancestry, I had over 3,000 hits.
All of these random names were popping up, and it said close family.
We all matched the name Klein.
Sorry, pause quickly.
Dr. Klein
Is
was
this like, have you heard of Ancestry.com?
Yes, that actually is part of this.
Yeah, okay, continue. It's fine.
Best infertility doctor in Indianapolis.
Right then, I knew Klein was our biological father. So that's when strange things started happening.
I think it was some sick experiment for him.
Most of us have blonde hair, blue eyes. It was almost like this perfect Aryan clan. It's disgusting.
How the fuck did no one know?
For decades.
I had to tell my husband, we're just now finding out that Julie is not yours.
I reached out to
Okay,
every news
wait.
outlet.
Okay, I want to watch this. Should we watch this?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
I watched it last night.
All right, I'll watch it. Okay.
My girlfriend was telling me about this when I was asking her about whether the sperm bank topic would be a good one to talk about, and she said there's this show that's just come out, and it's about a guy who's basically, I don't want to give away too much.
I've read the article about this guy, so I actually know a lot about what this guy got up to.
Right.
Thoughts?
I mean,
so it seems like he's created what they called an Aryan race, which is I think just to make it sound way more dramatic than what it actually is.
Yeah.
But how did people not know? I think it'd be pretty easy to swap fucking sperm and no one would know about it.
Exactly, yeah. It'd be a pretty easy crime to commit.
And I think there's definitely a trend in the male population of having as many offspring as possible.
I don't know if I'm seeing that. Like,
what do you mean? I mean historically.
Oh, absolutely.
Elon Musk has 9 fucking children.
Yeah. Yes.
And he can afford it.
Yes.
Which is most people's issue.
Yeah. Most people are restricted by how much money they have.
Tribes, it's very like a tribal thing to have many children.
Agreed, yes.
You know, the ex-president of South Africa,
yes,
who was was in a tribe,
yes,
has 19 children.
Wow.
I think it is.
That's
Could
a lot.
you search that up for me, actually?
Interesting fact is that the poorer a country is, the higher the average number of children.
No, the higher average number of potential future workers.
I see. Okay, so they're just trying to get somebody to do the dishes, someone to dry them, somebody to mow the lawns.
That's like a statistic, is it not?
That's a really good explanation. That's probably exactly why it happens. I would say they're just looking for an extra pair of hands to help out around the house.
I don't think we would have overpopulated the world the way we did if everyone had equal pay or equality in general.
Yeah, I mean, geez, I don't know.
This is just what, you don't want to get deep on this, bitch?
No, I do, but it's just, I mean, we would talk about that for like a couple of. First of all, we disagree that the world's overpopulated, so we have to start there. Yeah.
You don't think it's overpopulated?
No, I don't.
There's way too many fucking people.
How compared to what?
Like compared to fuck me, it takes me long to get home. Get off the road. There's too many of you.
That just means that the roads are too small. Doesn't mean that there's too many people.
There's just it's a complicated one.
It's a really hard question. Yeah, I know. We're not going to get.
It's really, you know, it's a discussion of importance of life and what's the meaning of your life and what should you be doing when you're on Earth? Should you be contributing to society?
Yes.
What's your purpose as an individual human being? And it's complicated to discuss, so I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, the best way I can sum it up is, I don't know if there is a meaning of life. The meaning of life is just to live life itself, and that life is so sacred that we should give everyone a chance to live a life and as many people as possible. And that's why I don't believe that there should be a cap.
Right.
How many people we have. I don't think there's any purpose.
Do you think that maybe more than 50% of babies born were with zero intention? And to either raise, look after, or even maybe any plans for that child's future? Or was it potentially future workers to help around the house, grow the family? Or the other one being...
I don't know, sell them off as slaves or something?
No. It wasn't that fucking dark, bro.
Okay, right.
My mind is just broken today. The first one was dark. The second one was going to be a little bit more lighthearted. What is the reasons for having...
I don't know, continue the legacy?
Right?
Yeah. Something like that?
Nah. Anyway, there's not many... I'm just saying that I would say there's a lot of mistake babies out there.
Oh, okay, that's where you're going. Okay, yes. But the thing is, if we've watched lots of Animal Planet and lots of like wildlife documentaries, right?
Yeah,
I mean, what even is a mistake baby? Like you have a kid, nobody's really prepared anyway. You just
but
those
animals are about survival of the fittest. That's the environment they live in. We no longer live in that environment.
Only recently. We're still bound by the programming of the last however many millions of years.
Many people are actively trying to deprogram themselves, even from things that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, good luck. No way.
Well, people are doing it. Cancel culture has achieved some great things for people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I had something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, hit me.
All right, so Teslas. They are, I believe it's the fastest growing car company in the world. We know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love talking about Elon Musk. We love Tesla. We love everything he's doing. We even love the pump and dumps he's doing. But
I don't like him personally.
Oh, you don't?
I like parts of him for sure.
Oh, so you might like this next story then.
Okay.
So Elon Musk has recently been involved in we knew this was going to happen, sexual harassment case.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't heard about this is pretty breaking news. Elon Musk has been accused of revealing himself while getting a massage on his private jet to one of the, I guess, stewardesses on his private jet and offering to buy her a horse if she relieved him, let's say.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
That's so nuts.
I didn't send you a link for this, Gail, but you'll find it straight away.
We've learnt from the Epstein debacle that occurred that unless there are multiple cases, a lot of people won't do anything about these stories, which is horrible. We've seen this with people in power with Jimmy Savile as well. I don't know if you've managed to check out Jimmy Savile yet.
I think I've heard
the Netflix
something.
Bro, I'm like just Netflix commentary here.
That's all good.
All I do. But
Yeah.
they've been putting out some really good shit recently. But the Jimmy Savile incident as well, where people knew that he was doing it or didn't know. Sorry, I think most people didn't know, or when they'd hear about it, they'd kind of just
swat it to the side.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas now, when something comes out like that, it's heavily looked into because of how long people went with having nothing done about it.
Right.
So that's why I think, so complications. Oh, okay. Reportedly paid the flight attendant $250,000 to settle a sexual misconduct claim. Follow the money, dog. Always follow the money.
The payment was structured as severance, according to a declaration by a friend. The flight attendant seen by Insider. The flight attendant said Musk asked her to come to a private room during a 2016 flight and give him a massage, which was part of her regular duties. When she got there, Musk asked the flight attendant to, and this is in quotes, do more than a typical professional massage. The friend said in the declaration, according to the Insider, okay? Musk denies the allegations, and he said, if I were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my entire 30-year career that it comes to light, he told the Insider, calling the story a politically motivated hit piece.
Well, this is the thing. It's, you just don't, this is what I said, he said, she said,
That's right.
No one else is there.
Yes.
Where's you've got the money to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the money, there's nothing else to really follow in a case like this. And now it's like, is this girl lying and taking down potentially like an amazing guy?
Yes.
Or is it a fucking another asshole? Why are they all getting massages and getting their dicks out? This is, every incident is a fucking massage. Why do these dudes...
Hey,
why is it always
I like
a massage?
massages. Don't you like a massage?
Yeah, but all the sexual harassment shit happens from a fucking massage.
There's a lot of things that happen from a massage, bro.
Dude, look, I understand. But it's never just like, they're in a room having a drink, having a chat, and he put his hand on my leg, and I was like, that's inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a dude, like Jeffrey Epstein as well, just on his massage table, flips over and shows dick. And then just, it's like, never, when does that work? Ever. Seriously.
Exactly. It's not a very tactful way to do it,
That's
is
what
it?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not really tactical. Like it's a sexual harassment claim waiting to happen, to just expose yourself.
That's right.
And be like, thoughts?
Yeah. I guess you could kind of argue for the other side as well and say that these guys are waiting to be in a situation where it's just the two of them, and that there's no other witnesses, and that they know that no one's going to believe the victim because she's like, oh, well, actually, it was just us. He just revealed himself and blah, blah, blah. And then, they know that she's got no leg to stand on, so to speak, right?
Yeah. But even from from my perspective, if it's the two of them in the room, and you're not doing something like enforcing it, you're just asking, that is the place where you negotiate and say, look, I'm an older dude, maybe you're not into it, but I thought I'd maybe ask,
Yeah.
we could have some deal if you were interested, but if not, that's, like, they're not discussing it. They're just like,
Yes.
look at my dick.
Yeah.
And then afterwards,
That's where it gets sketchy because
when you're having sex with someone, it is a negotiation. You have to gain consent from both parties.
Absolutely.
To continue with sexual activity.
Yes.
So just do that.
Yeah.
Instead of exposing yourself, hoping that she's going to be like, oh my god, I did fall on it. What the fuck?
Let me ask you this: do you think that it is sexual harassment if somebody who's getting a massage makes the offer, even though it might not be in the list of services, makes an offer, said, hey, I have a special request?
It is sexual harassment if it's someone that works for you, yeah.
Ah, I see. But essentially, every masseuse works for you for the 1 hour that you pay them.
No, but there's rules and regulations to each. Like this is the contract thing again that I was talking about.
Right.
It is enforced if it isn't previously agreed upon.
Yes.
So in New Zealand, it's legal
Mhm.
for prostitution's legal here.
Mhm.
So if he came here and he had agreement with a prostitute
Mhm.
to do that,
Mhm.
then it would be fine
Yes.
if she was employed by him,
Okay.
according to the government.
Yes.
Whereas in America, prostitution is legal.
Yes.
So if he did pay someone to do that, it would not only be a sexual harassment claim, but also prostitution.
Well, here's another angle, right? So getting an old-fashioned, as they call it, after is only one step above a massage.
An old-fashioned?
Yeah. Get your pipes clean. You know
I
what
thought
I'm
it was
talking
what's another name for it?
about? A wristy,
No. There's a happy ending.
Oh yeah. Happy
An
ending.
old-fashioned?
Yeah, that's
You
it.
sure is it the same thing?
It is another name for it. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
So yeah, okay. So happy ending, right? So that's just only one step above a massage, and that is considered sexual harassment because you're pushing beyond the agreements of the contract. So does that also mean that if you have hired a chiropractor and you ask them to give you a back massage, that's also sexual harassment because you've gone one step above?
No, George. It's not a step above.
But it is. Because they're not hired for giving you a back massage.
Your back is also not classified as genitals.
Ah,
Or
okay.
genitalia.
I see. So it's a different skin that actually makes it sexual harassment.
Yeah.
I see.
It's
the no-no area.
It's complicated as well. Because now people are a lot less touchy. COVID as well, but women are also terrified of most men, and so many of them are creeps.
Yes.
So it's understandable. I mean, have you been to a fucking club? It's disgusting. It's hard. Anyway, as something as simple as a handshake might need to be considered to have consent for.
True, yeah.
So it's more up to individual. This is why you fucking negotiate. This is my whole point, because everything can be misperceived, and unless you have a conversation, then it's like, how the fuck are you ever gonna agree?
But then how far away are we from having to have...
Okay, there is the difference though.
Okay.
If you have a company, it's in the laws of that company that you, and just laws in the country as well, that you cannot make any sexual remarks or any sexual intentions with a girl or anything or a guy at work.
Correct.
So,
but what if you're the one who wrote those rules?
Is hired as a stewardess and she does massages and that's her job?
Yes.
Then it must be illegal for him to even ask her out on a date. So he can't even negotiate.
Yeah.
That's why I think the option. Well, this is maybe not even true, but I'm just saying. For the sake of the argument, it may be easier to get away with than actually saying words towards someone trying to negotiate. I think that's maybe why these people do that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think what you're saying is true.
Making a move rather than having a conversation, which is now not chill.
We already know not to do that, but we're also not like the CEO of a massive company who's gets to set the rules and stuff like that. You must think when you're at that point that you can just tell people to do whatever you want and they'll just do it, right?
Yeah, but there's laws that stop that from happening.
Yeah, but the rich don't have to abide by the laws.
Yeah, I mean, what's all this about Jeff Bezos and the fact that he gets like that everyone hates working at Amazon? It's like extremely long hours and like shit conditions.
I've heard this.
So if he gets away with shit, then you know.
But he's not breaking any laws, apparently.
Some audio cut out just there in our last little segment. So
terrible.
But basically, we were just saying that we were gonna continue with the story and keep following what happens with Elon Musk, and we're not just reporting on the good shit, we're reporting on whatever.
We are on the edge of our seats seeing how this event unfolds. This is the first sexual abuse allegation case against our boy Elon.
Yeah.
We have mixed feelings about him. We're not necessarily rooting for him. We just want to see how it unfolds, and we'll be following it closely. So stay tuned.
Yeah, that's basically it for this episode. Thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more for you next week.
Lovely.
See ya.